The effectiveness of North Korean units is low and they do not change the situation at the front. This was stated by the deputy commander of the Freedom of Russia Legion, Maximilian Andronnikov, callsign Caesar, on air at Vecher.LIVE. According to him, North Korean troops are using the cannon fodder tactics on the battlefield, which are typical of the First and Second World Wars. Caesar noted that this is being done to exhaust the Ukrainian Armed Forces resources such as ammunition and drones. These units are not particularly effective. To be honest, we expected more from them. These are the words of those who encountered them in battle, Caesar detailed. According to the fighter, Russian dictator Putin is throwing in all his reserves, trying to secure the occupied territories before possible negotiations, so the fighting at the front is very heavy. On November the 22nd, the commander of the combined unit of the 153rd Separate Mechanized Brigade, Nazary Kishak, callsign Sheriff, said that DPRK troops had already been spotted in one of the directions of the front in Ukraine. We see that there are already DPRK troops in our Kharkiv direction, he noted. Earlier, it was reported that there are about 10,900 servicemen from the DPRK in the Kursk region of the Russian Federation. According to South Korean intelligence, these forces were deployed as part of a Russian airborne unit and marine unit. North Korean troops deployed in Russia's Kursk region are reportedly facing significant casualties and inadequate support from Russian forces, according to Ukrainian officials. President Volodymyr Zelenski stated that Russian troops are sending North Korean soldiers into battle with minimal protection, leading to what he described as very significant losses. We see that neither the Russian military nor their North Korean overseers have any interest in ensuring the survival of these North Koreans, Zelensky remarked. It has been hinted that Russian military and overseers of North Korean troops have made the soldiers expendable who are getting abandoned to be taken prisoner or die on the war front with Ukraine. Zelensky highlighted the extreme measures North Korean soldiers are taking to avoid capture, noting that several wounded soldiers had died after being taken prisoner by Ukrainian forces.
The Transportation Safety Board of Canada is investigating an incident involving a plane at the Halifax Stanfield International Airport, which one passenger described as a rough landing that sparked flames. Nikki Valentine, who was on the PAL Airlines flight, said passengers felt a massive rumble upon landing Saturday night. Amateur video from the scene showed the stationary plane tilted over to one side on the tarmac. Airport spokesperson Tiffany Chase said an Air Canada Express flight operated by PAL Airlines, arriving from St. John's, Newfoundland, experienced an incident upon landing at approximately 9:30 p.m. Air Canada spokesperson Peter Fitzpatrick said the Bombardier Q400 plane experienced a suspected landing gear issue after arrival and was unable to reach the terminal. Fitzpatrick said the crew and 73 passengers were offloaded by bus and nobody on board was injured. The incident temporarily halted flight activity at the airport.
Woo. Go right away.
Holy shit.
Come on, everybody. Get away from the airplane.
The crew of a tugboat was quickly rescued when their vessel sank into the Mississippi River following a collision with a tanker ship in Louisiana. St. Charles Parish Sheriff Greg Champagne says his office received a report of the collision between the ship and tugboat near the Hale Boggs Memorial Bridge in Luling, Louisiana, on Sunday night. Champagne said in a Facebook post around 10 p.m. that preliminary reports indicated all crew members from the tug have been rescued. WVUE-TV reports the tugboat sank and 5 people were rescued. There were no injuries and crew members were taken to the hospital as a precaution. The station reports that emergency crews were monitoring the area Monday morning for a potential diesel leak.